Welcome back, Gavin. Long time no see. How are you doing?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, very good. It's nice to be back here in different sort of circumstances now.
And it's the sort of wrap up of Jilly's Jolly Jaunt. That's why we've come to the Kennel Club today.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, this is the sort of culmination of all the hard work that everybody put into Jilly's Jolly Jaunt, and we're here today to give the money to the 3 charities. So yeah, really proud moment, really.
And quite a staggering amount of support you've got, both financially and otherwise, from the whole dog community.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we could never have foreseen how well everything was going to go and how much interest it got worldwide, not even in this country, but worldwide. I mean, I was in America 2 weeks ago, and people, even then, were coming up to me and saying, oh, we were watching Jilly's Jaunt online, and the amount is staggering. And our initial thought, we thought, if we could try and raise 25,000, we'd feel that that's a big we've done something good, and we've surpassed that by quite considerable margin. So
what's the grand total, and what amounts are going where?
Okay, so the grand total is £49,000, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just amazing. You'd never, ever had we thought we'd get that amount. So
it must be overwhelming.
Oh yeah, completely. Yeah. And it just, I mean, everybody put a lot of effort into it, but it's nice that as a dog body we can put something back into charity and prove that we're a good bunch of sorts. So DogLost are getting just over 17,000,
fantastic,
which is brilliant.
Yeah.
And Great Ormond Street are getting just over 29,000. Wow. And the charitable trust, Kennel Club charitable trust, are getting just under 2,500. So it's really good. And I know for a fact that it'll be put to good use in all 3 areas. But DogLost, especially in the hospital, without a shadow of a doubt, they need every penny they can get.
We've just seen Gavin present you with an astounding cheque. What does that sort of donation mean to the hospital?
So as a hospital, we rely on the generous donations of the public to ensure that we can continue to treat and to care for some of the smallest and sickest children in the UK. And a donation of that size is phenomenal, and it's worth remembering that every single penny of that has been donated by members of the public. Whether it's a couple of pounds, whether it's a big donation, it all adds up. So yeah, it's fantastic.
And tell us a little bit about the history of the hospital. Everyone knows its name, but tell us a bit of the background.
Yeah, so the hospital was founded in 1852 by Dr. Charles West. Originally we had 2 10-bed wards, one for girls and one for boys. We've grown into this phenomenal institution, and each year we see 200,000 patient visits from some of the smallest and sickest children in the UK, from a wide variety of backgrounds all across the UK and indeed internationally.
So Gavin and Amelia, we've just had a tour around Great Ormond Street Hospital, and it was quite emotional. We spoke to you before, and you knew what the money was going towards, but after seeing the struggle that families go through, how do you feel now?
It's amazing, really, to see. I don't think we realise the scale of this place. I think we know it's big, but you have no idea, really, the amount of people that are here and the amount of work that really goes into it. And so it's amazing to be able to see where it's actually going, rather than just, amazing.
And Gavin, being a father yourself, that must have been quite tough wandering through those wards.
Yeah, it's actually quite emotional, to be honest. You know, you don't realise, well, it makes you more grateful and thankful. You know, I've got 2 happy, healthy kids at home, but it was quite uplifting, really, to be honest, to see what goes on. And I think probably more so the families that are dealing with their sick kids. You know, the kids are being well looked after, obviously, but it's the families and the siblings that they've got to deal with it on a daily basis. So it is emotional. There's no question of that. And you know, they've shown us around, and we've been in the chapel, which was just, you know, leaves a lump on your throat. It actually makes it so gratifying that we've raised that sort of money, and you can see what's going to happen with it. We all know what the hospital does, etc. But when you're here, you know, you think, oh my God, you know, it's it was really
humbling, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So a perfect sort of closure to the whole event.
And we're just about to see the presentation of a vast amount of money. What does that mean to DogLost?
It's amazing. We've never had any money in the kitty. We've always been worried about paying bills, and we're well overdue for a revamp on the website to make it easier for our helpers to use. I mean, now we have 65,000 people using the website, so obviously we've got to upgrade it, and we want more communication, and also to increase the rescue side of it, because there's a lot of dogs going on there as found, and then people are ringing up and saying, well, if the owner's not found, I'll give it a home. So in fact, we've become one of the biggest rehome sites by default. So we'd like to make that a lot easier to use and coordinate with all the other rescues and things, because the whole point about DogLost is that everyone's worked together. But, you know, we can't thank people enough for all the effort they've done to raise money, and it will make a lot of difference to a lot of dogs.
Amelia, you started this Jilly's Jolly Jaunt journey. You didn't really know what you were getting involved in.
I had no idea what I was getting involved in. I was out walking the dogs and he phoned me and asked if I'd like to do a charity walk. So I agreed without asking how far it was going to be. And then he told me, it started off 120 miles, I think, and ended up 140. Grew and grew. Yeah.
And Sara, we saw you at the finish line a bit emotional. You're clearly very proud of Gavin's achievements.
Unbelievable. Well, everybody's achievements really, and I think it did show the support that dog people can give each other. And it was really great to see so many people, top people who are just starting out, whatever else. It was a real come together of all the dog people, and you know, I'm extremely proud, obviously, of Gavin, of where the hell he got the idea from in the first place. I have no idea, but ideas keep coming forward, unfortunately now. But yeah, extremely proud of him, Amelia, everybody else who took part, the people behind the scenes that helped in terms of the journey route. It was fantastic. You had to do a lot of work in the background yourself as well, because Gavin this was almost a full-time job for him in June. Absolutely, yeah. In June and the months beforehand, in terms of getting everything organised, it was kind of like, I want to say widow, but it's not really the right word to say, is it?
You were husbandless for a while.
Yes, I was for a number of months husbandless, but it was great, and the determination and the time and effort that everybody put in, it really was doing it, obviously for the charities that they did, to promote dogs in a really, really positive way. Out Amelia or Gavin, which obviously are the two main walkers, getting absolutely nothing out of it apart from
blisters.
Things. Yeah, well, Amelia, lots of blisters and knees and everything else. Obviously, youth doesn't have its advantages on that side of it, but yeah, no, it's fantastic.
And it feels like the dog show community as a whole has really embraced the whole idea of it as well.
Well, I think they have, yeah, and certainly the comments we've had, people have really grasped hold of it and said it was something good for dogs and pedigree dogs in general. So yeah, it worked really well, and you know, we've kind of got offshoots from that now. We're not going to leave it as is and do a one-off thing. So we're going to set up a trust actually for Jilly. It's going to be called the Peekaboo Trust, and it's going to be in the same premise as the walk, where it's going to be for children's charities and dog charities. Right. And we're going to basically do something, not on maybe the grand scale we've done this year with the walk, but something annually for charity, which involves either that year's Crufts Best in Show winner, or a top dog, or a body of people within the dog game. Yeah. That's kind of where we're going from that, and the process of that being set up, and that'll be launched in March. And then our sort of next big task that we've kind of come up with and wanted to do for quite some time, and really with the platform we've had with Jilly's Jaunt, it's given us the scope that we can do it now. So we're just launching the Pedigree Poskers, so which is going to be a unique event in the dog show calendar, and it's basically going to celebrate everything good within all areas of the dog show world. Right. So we've got lots of categories, we're going to have nominees, we're going to have everybody can vote for it. It's going to be individually sponsored by companies within the dog show world, black tie event, 3-course dinner. It's going to be really, really good. So that's going to be in the eve of Crufts. So the night before Crufts starts, we're going to have the Pedigree Poskers, which should be great.
Look forward to seeing you in March.
Absolutely, yeah. All black tied and all smart and everything. So yeah, book your ticket now.
Thanks very much, Gavin.
Yeah, no problem.